Jorge, oh, my head's not too big. I just wanted to do something great for them. Oh, hey! Ha! Wilma Fingerdoo here with the Fingerdoo review of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 9, Episode 12, and all I have to say is, Jorge, drink me! Ooh, wait, it's a fancy glass. Why do you have a fancy glass? There's no ice, there's no straw. You ran out of all that. So it's just about the glass. All right. Oh, that's a lot of alcohol. There's 4 shots, 1 for each. All right, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so, oh my God. Well, I'm still conscious. Let's get into it. Well, the girls said bye to Alexis Michelle, and you know what? They were okay with that. Sasha Velour said it was her time, and you know what? I agree. I felt badly for Alexis Michelle's time there because it wasn't what she wanted it to be, but she was there. Lots of girls never are, and she ended up top 5, so good for Alexis Michelle. And then the girls started reflecting on themselves because now it's just down to the 4. Somebody's got to go. Some of these girls aren't as popular with each other as they have been at the beginning, which we saw as the claws all came out. That Sasha Velour, I'll tell you, she throws some serious shade. And you don't expect it from her because she's so quiet and petite and bald. And seriously, good for you, Sasha. You throw that shade, girl. So, then Michelle Visage showed up in the workroom to give the girls this week's challenge because Rue was busy getting her hair did or some such thing. I wasn't paying attention. But she told them that they had to write a lyric for Rue's new single, Category Is, and rehearse a dance number for it. Well, you could just hear those girls' rear ends slamming shut, especially Trinity and poor Sasha, because, well, they're not singers, they're not dancers, they're just incredibly good performers, which is still good, but totally different. And while that was all going on, the girls had to be on RuPaul's fabulous podcast, What's the Tea? With Michelle Visage. Well, so it was a busy day. The girls got to it. Who the heck else was surprised that Peppermint has an album on iTunes already? Isn't the order that you go on RuPaul's Drag Race and then release an album? No, Pep's already on it. She got an album, she's busy, she's doing things. So this was no sweat of her gorgeous back, this whole thing, because she writes, she was able to perform, and the choreography part with the delicious Todrick Hall. Who doesn't love him? Can I just take a moment to say he's one of those people that is the perfect person to critique someone, because he gives it to you straight. It's like, you want to be top 3, this is a top 4 performance. You want to be at 100%, you're right now at 35%. He just says it, the girls hear it, they're like, oh, that's not where I want to be. They push it. Even Sasha Velour, poor sweet thing, who was fighting Todrick a little bit by saying, well, Todrick, this is the kind of queen I am. There's still a way to be your kind of queen and sell it on a universal platform. Seriously. And Todrick got all the girls to that point, happily. But then it was choreography time. Sweet beats. Wow, you know, still, Peppermint and Shay, comfortable. Although some of that choreography that Todrick was throwing at Trinity and Sasha certainly made those other girls sweat. I mean, seriously. Peppermint did all right, but Sasha, seriously, is not a dancer. And can I just say, between the rehearsal process and her assimilating all the information to that finished product at the end, sweet Maria and the ship at sea. I thought Sasha Velour did one of the best jobs this week, and I actually, there it is. It was flawless. There was not a moment in her performance that made me think, it's just not her milieu. Seriously, Trinity, bless her, she looked like she was gonna just leave. It was like, I'm gonna lose, this isn't gonna happen, I'm just gonna, it's a hard day. And let's remember, they were also being interviewed by Rue and Michelle on What's the Tea? Now, I want to talk about Peppermint and her whole coming out as a trans person. Now, here's something. I had, when she talked about how hard it is to be a drag queen and a trans person, I totally understood what she meant. Because when I was younger and I was learning about the trans community and meeting members of the trans community, I had no idea that some of them had been or were still drag queens. And it confused me in my head because I always think of a drag queen as a man dressing in drag. But nowadays, we've got all sorts of people, cisgendered, transgendered, whether they were a man first, became a woman, and now do drag king, or were a woman first, transition and still do female drag, or like Drag Coven, 2 cis girls who do drag. Now, here's the thing, a lot of people don't understand it when these people, because they see it as a man only doing drag. But I look at it this way. How would you feel if someone told you you couldn't dress in a certain way? And to take that light and put it on this topic, it makes me so proud of Peppermint and so happy that she's bringing this information to us and letting us know it's all drag, doesn't matter, and good for her. And well done anyway. I hope that the whole drag community and the trans community can come together on this, because seriously, infighting is for suckers. I am so serious. And speaking of what's the tea, what was the tea with only Sasha and Shay getting squatty potties? I mean, seriously, are they the only ones that are full of poop? Or are they the only ones deserving of a good poop? The only thing I can think of is this is some great TV time for squatty potty, especially after they kicked that Kathy Griffin to the curb. Seriously. So then the girls walked down the runway, and I just have to say right off the bat, I hated Peppermint's outfit. When she came out in that dress, I thought she'd go home. It's an ugly dress, it didn't fit her very well, it was a hoop skirt thing, but the fabric wasn't stiff enough to hide the hoops. You could see where the hoops were. The whole point of a hoop skirt crinoline is to make you look like you're a floating bell coming down the laneway or some such thing. So, and then she had all that gold embroidery around the neckline, which again, I hated because she also had a full-on necklace and earring set. I feel when a neckline has already got gold glitter on it, don't wear the jewelry. There's too much going on there. Seriously, in the world of Peppermint, there's some wardrobe issues, just saying. That said, I thought she did a great job. I totally see her being in the top 3. Trinity, another one, did an excellent, fantastic job. For somebody who was so nervous to perform, she did a spectacular performance, but then her runway look finally giving us that pageant glamour. She looked spectacular. Shea Coulee, well, I think she's going to win. I'm just saying it right now. I think she will. Chances are, if it's not her, it could be Sasha, because they both did excellently. Sasha's a little more artsy, and I liked her statement as to why she should win, because new drag is going to be different and we need to come at it in a different way. And I'm all for screaming at something for no reason whatsoever. It just sets the tone. Kind of like that. I have to say I was very impressed with Sasha Velour's lip sync, because we haven't seen her lip sync yet. All the girls did a great job. And then Rue let them know they weren't going home, none of them. It was going to be a top 4 to the finale, which I have to say, boo. Boo for Rue, only because it's so hard now. I don't want to pick. I don't want to give you a hashtag on a name, but Sasha Velour is my only original pick for top 4, so I have to hashtag her. But it's Rue's job to cut that down to 3. She got to make it easier for it, and she didn't. Shame on Mama Rue. Well, there is only 4 left still. Who are you going to hashtag? Well, we're going to have to tune into OutTV and OutTV Go to find out who's the next drag superstar of the world and who was just there to clap. But until then, don't forget, come on back and see me, and you and I'll compare notes. Till then, miss me! Mwah! Ooh, seriously, Jorge, this is a strong drink, but I think it's starting to grow on me.